Hey, what's up, guys? We're back on the best gambling show on YouTube. I have this here. This here will get you money. This here will give you golden stamp, so to speak. And now these are the teaser picks. Now with teasers, normally you get +7, +10, +13. I'm going to use +7 for the purposes of this video. I have a good, let's say, 5-16 teaser. But please, if you have a different view, you can swap in and out a game or two. So let's get to the first game I got. I got Minnesota +10. And listen, I told you my Vikings would lose last week against the Packers, and I put money on the Packers. But let's not get over dramatic. Let's not be over emotional. Let's remember that the Vikings get to play Phillip Rivers, and you're going to get one or two turnovers at the minimum against this man. Marlon Mack's hurt. Yes, the Vikings need to go on the road, but no home crowd in Indy. And I think what the Vikings do, they're going to do simple things. Run it to Dalvin Cook, play action to Thielen. Thielen had a really good first game. And you're looking at this Colts team, and I have problems with their defense, even though they've added a lot. But my biggest problem is Phillip Rivers. I said 2 years ago I think he's done, and I really think he's done. So how the hell is he going to beat the Minnesota Vikings by more than 10 points? I don't even know if the Colts win that game. Next game, we got Tennessee -1. And I told you guys to bet Tennessee last week. I was begging you, and you did it, and you argued me about the Broncos. But Tennessee -1, listen, against Jacksonville, they look like they're going to fight. But can Jacksonville stop the run? No. Henry up the middle 25 times, and Tannehill does just enough to win this game. I think Tennessee -1 is a great pick here. I don't think I need to elaborate too much for you guys. Next game, we got Arizona. Take Arizona +1, fellas. And I was hinting towards the upset by Arizona last week against the 49ers. And we saw what Arizona did. Arizona is a hungry team with an identity, with a different type of offense. And we got this Redskins team, or Washington Football Club, whatever you want to call it, going all the way across the country with Dwayne Haskins. Listen, this Arizona Cardinals defense is going to be better than it was last year. Everyone needs to remind that. So I think this Arizona defense is one reason why I'm putting this on my teaser list more than this powerful, potent Arizona offense. So Arizona +1. Let's take this. Next game, we got the Raiders against the Saints. I'm getting the Raiders +13. I'm getting in on some of this action. And listen, I think the Raiders are going to be very competitive in this game. Do I think they pull it out? No. But do I think they lose by more than 10 points? Absolutely not, because you have Josh Jacobs. You have a big, burling offensive line who will keep that ball away from Drew Brees. And listen, Tampa Bay didn't look organized. So I want to give the Saints a lot of credit, and we always need to respect Drew Brees and Sean Payton, but you guys need to put some respect on Josh Jacobs' name and that big offensive line, and they're going to control the ball. Of course, there's worries about this Raiders defense, but you have Michael Thomas banged up. If they can control Kamara, listen, the Raiders are going to do just enough on defense. I like this +13. The next game we got is, I got Tampa -2. I'm digging my trench here. I'm getting in with the M16 and just shooting everywhere with Tampa. Tampa's going to take care of business. We have to remember that Carolina, listen, they fought valiantly against the Raiders. We saw Teddy Bridgewater get some things going, but we have to understand that this is a talent-driven league, and one thing the Buccaneers have is talent, and one thing you don't want is Tom Brady with a chip on his shoulder. I saw a lot of positive things from Tom Brady. We can microanalyze and dissect those two INTs, but a lot of the things I saw from Tom Brady was encouraging. Deep balls, touch on the deep ball. He looked pretty spry in the pocket. He got a running touchdown. So I think Brady's just whips work against the inexperienced Panthers defense. This one you need to mark down. If you don't mark it down, I'm going to be extremely disappointed with you if you come back and told me you didn't win your teaser this week if you didn't put Tampa in. Make sure you put them in. And Carolina, listen, I like what Matt Rule is doing, but this is still probably the weakest team in the league from a talent perspective. You can say the Jets. You could sprinkle in the Jags. There's other really bad teams, but Carolina probably is. Although I think Carolina would beat the Jets at the moment. Next game, and the last game I'm going to get to. Listen, I hit with Cincinnati last week. Cincinnati came up a little bit short in that game against the Chargers, but Cincinnati plus 13 on a Thursday night against the Cleveland Browns. Give me that. Joe Burrow is going to play just as good as Baker Mayfield. We saw Baker Mayfield's horrid performance against the Baltimore Ravens, and I've been telling you guys, it wasn't just a sophomore slump. When you mix Stefanski and Baker Mayfield, how are they going to win by more than 13 points? Just someone please tell me that. And then you got this Cincinnati team with Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. Listen, this Cincinnati defense needs a little bit of work, but they're playing hard and they're playing fast. So when you look at that type of system coming together, I see the Bengals being within 6-5 points of this game. So I think this plus 13 gives you enough wiggle room. Now, I mean, there's some other games you guys could consider, like maybe the Rams plus 6. I was one of the only people to pick the Rams against the Cowboys, but even I'm a little bit hesitant with that when you look at Philadelphia and the type of team Philadelphia is. We know Philadelphia is inconsistent and they have problems, but that's still a little bit dangerous for me. You could go Denver plus 14 or Pittsburgh plus 1. Denver plus 14 is a little bit more alluring to me than the Pittsburgh plus minus 1, but just stay away from that game because we saw Big Ben really, really in a rhythm. Although I really actually do like that Denver plus 14.5. So if you guys needed another one to throw on, I wouldn't behest you for that. And a lot of people are saying on Instagram, plus 14 for Houston. Stay the hell away from that. Stay the hell away from Lamar Jackson and the type of mission this man's on. Let's be realistic. Let's take a deep breath. Listen, you don't need to touch every piece of food on your platter. There's plenty of meat on this money bone this week. I don't think you need to do anything drastic and take Houston plus 14 for your teaser. God, no. Oh, I also see another game I would consider adding. Seattle plus 3 at home against New England. If you needed another one to maximize your profit, that would be one I would consider. Maybe KC, you bring that down to minus 1.5. That would be something I would be interested in against the Chargers, but you always got to be a little bit cautious. So I think we have some good games. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the like button. If you want to see every game I bet, subscribe to my Patreon. I will be posting that there. The link is in the description. And make sure you check out the Vegas spread videos. We got week 2 up now. Let's get this money, people. Hit the like button.